Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is a getting the garden ready for autumn-winter, for the autumn-winter months, because the garden hasn't been touched. Well, Charlie cuts the grass and stuff every other week when it needs, it needs to be cut. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh, someone's going to get involved as well. But yeah, Charlie cuts the grass, but the garden needs a proper tend to. Like in the raised beds, there's weeds growing everywhere. We need to scrub the table, clean that. Why is his feet on me? But I really want to get a garden cover, a garden furniture cover, but we don't have one of those yet, so you won't see that. But there's a lot we need to do in the garden, and I thought I might just film it. We need to sort the shed out as well, so you can see us sort the shed out. You're listening to me talk. I'm breathing heavy. Apologies for my skin. These I've woken up with this morning, all in a line. Love that for me. But yes, roped someone into doing it. To be fair, well, I've been saying we're going to be doing this video for ages because the shed is horrendous. It's full of your rubbish, and we're going to empty it all out. So first off, I'm picking up dog poo duty. Charlie is getting in all the clothes, putting the washing line away. You owe me a peg basket. He broke my peg basket.
It was already broken. And who already broke it in the first place?
You actually, because I remember you knocked it off with your head. So yes, let's get on with the video. I will show you a before of what the garden looks like. We've got mushrooms growing on our grass. Should we be concerned?
It's just a tiny
yeah, so I will do you a quick overview and I'll show you the shed whilst we're outside, like when we're just about to do it. So this is the garden. You've probably seen it in other videos, but all of that needs weeding. You can see all the mushrooms in the grass, or if you can see dog poo, that needs to be cleaned. Our fire pit has been filling up with water, which I want to put a bin bag in there, like a black bin liner, so then it doesn't collect all water again and go funny. Then we've just got all this random stuff. There's black sacks there with grass cuttings that Charlie couldn't be bothered to put away. Need to weed all down here. Just a lot of stuff we need to do, like little bits here and there. So I thought I'd film it and show you the befores and afters. The shed, I'll show you what's in there once we're going in there, because I can't be bothered to open it now.
It's cold.
Cold? Yeah. Well, we'll get our body temperature up. I'm on dog poo duty, so I'm not going to film me picking up poo actually.
Go and sort yourself out right now.
Shut that door. So we're about to cut the grass now. Charlie's about to cut the grass now and trim the edges. And once he does that, I'm going to start doing some weeding down the side near the passage. So you won't see me, but you'll just see Charlie do the grass. So that's what we're going to do now. Do it on all like a time lapse on little bits of what we're doing. There's more socks in here. Oh, careful! Gloves, please, as well. In the box, maybe? put you here and we're going to start the shed. Oh, actually, I'll show you the shed first. Let me turn you around. So this is our shed. I painted it. I think you can tell that. And then there's... Oh, fuck! Stop! I wasn't expecting you to do that. I thought... Seriously, stop now. Charlie, seriously, stop. I told him to sneak up on the camera, not fucking hide in the shed. But anyway, this is our shed. There's a spider hanging.
What, there?
Yeah. But yeah, so we need to take all of this out and put it back in an orderly fashion, chuck out all the rubbish, and there's loads of boxes in here, so we need to find out what we need, what we don't need. So yeah, I'll just put you on a time lapse of us emptying it and putting it back in order. You pass the things, I'll put them out across, and then we'll go through what we need, what we don't need yet.
It's my regular, I'm talking things for better now. Things for better now. Way better now. It's my regular, I'm talking things for better now.
Turn it out of the way. Charlie! That's gonna have a puncture now. So we're just finishing up sweeping the inside. Frank, luckily these are my dirty leggings. You just made them filthy. Sweeping up inside the shed, and then we're going to put everything back in an orderly fashion. Never knew a shed to get so dirty. But
That's all rubbish, that can go away now.
yeah.
Careful though, because the baggage is very thin.
Right, are we putting things back now then? Oh God, can you see?
Yeah, just about.
Right, let's put things back.
Yeah.
What, this?
That
That stuff?
one, yeah. Oh no!
What?
It's got a hole in it. I've got a grey floor.
Oh, Charlie! So my phone hasn't got a lot of storage left. So this is a weed. This is all weed. And look at all that. I might just leave all that, I don't know. But this is what we're now tackling. And once it's done, I will show you. Right, so we finished the garden. Are you ready for the big reveal of the shed? We're trying to do this on the sly because there's a neighbour. I'm embarrassed. Right, okay. 3, 2, 1. If it looks rubbish, that's your own.
Looks a lot better.
It looks better than what it was. So we've got all of Charlie's bits there. That's his cage when he's naughty. And then all our so that's all our garden bits and car bits and paint and stuff. I don't know why there's boots there. That is for our garden furniture. And then those are chairs. If you saw the chairs, I wondered why they got 2 chairs. We've got 2 chairs because Charlie brought them home from a job and he thought that we could like spruce them up a bit and then sell them. So that's what we're going to do. Charlie hung up my hula hoop and then my wreath, which is the one that goes on the front of the door like during summer and spring. So that's the shed. Pretty pleased with it. We can actually walk in, find things, walk out, whereas there was bits all over the floor. So table's all clean. Those clothes are Charlie's clothes. He's given me another lot of things to clean, even though I've done all my cleaning for the week. Thanks a lot. But that's all clean. Down here is all clean and weeded, which is nice. That's empty. Oh, we need to put a bag in that. Okay. Charlie's put his barbecue cover back on, and then the grass is all cut. Right, the grass is something we don't want to talk about because it's nice and green there and it's all patchy here. It makes me sad. But anyway, we'll go over to the flower bed, but I'm a bit scared of my neighbour, so I'm just gonna walk and show the floor. Right, now here's the flower bed. So if you remember, there was a massive weed coming out here. I couldn't get all of it out, otherwise it was ripping up some of my other plants, so I've got most of it out as I could. But this has gone crazy. I kept it in its pot. It must have burst out of its pot. Oh, a loud car. But yeah, so I got some of it out again because if I was taking all of these out, it would look really naked. Like that already looks really naked. I'm hoping that starts to flower soon because it's got little buds, and this is like a winter flower. All the rest are like summer flowers that just go leafy. So yes, I'm very pleased with how the garden is looking. I'll give you an overall in a second. So it's a little later now. Well, a little later, it's the next day. I've got my fluffy socks on, that's how cold it is. We forgot to end the video yesterday, partly because the neighbour that looks into our garden was watching us and it started to get quite embarrassing. But I said I was going to do you a full view of what the garden looks like, and just explain why we've made the decision to like do the garden for autumn. But yeah, so excuse the washing basket outside. It has been torrential rain. The clothes that you saw in the last clip that Charlie wanted me to wash all came from his football bag, would you believe? He thinks they're just magically going to be cleaned, but I don't know, there's stuff in your football bag when the football bag gets locked away in the shed. So yes, so he decided it would be a good idea to put it all out to dry in the wash basket during the night without looking at what the weather was going to be like. It was torrential rain. So his clothes are out there. I'm hoping it's not going to rain anymore. I mean, it does look like it's going to rain. Because I'm going to try dry that because I've got a wash on now. Anyway, you really don't need to know. But also, before I show you the whole garden, the grass. So before it was cut, it was looking really nice, long and luscious. And then after it was cut, it's looking quite bald and brown. So we decided to cut it on its shortest setting because it's now autumn. We're not going to be spending a lot of time in the garden and it's going to be raining a lot, so we really wanted the grass to get like the sun, if there is any, and the water that it really needs. And because obviously it's autumn now, we're, like I said, we're not going to be spending much time in the garden itself, so Charlie decided to cut it really short so then it can just grow and grow like as much as it needs to, obviously not too much so then we can't cut it. But yeah, so I will show you now. The shed key is still in the shed. I'm quite proud of the shed because the shed was an absolute mess. Like, to Charlie it was probably an organised mess, but I hated going in there because I hate messy things, because if it's all messy then my mind is messy and I can't remember what I'm looking for and I can't even enter the shed. So now it's nice and organised. I know where things are, I can clearly see where things are, and you can walk in and walk out. So I will, like I said, now show you what the garden looks like. It will be shown from inside because the floor is wet. And my fluffy socks have little ears on, so they're not going to fit into my Crocs. So I'll show you from inside, and also because my neighbour is actually at her window again. Apologies if there's any dog shit. I don't think there is any. So let's show you. Right, so like I said, I'm showing you from inside the house, so you can see my reflection in the door and also the rain. But this is the garden. So like I said, the grass is very, I'll do that, the grass is very bald and patchy. We've struggled with our grass since we've moved in. Charlie seems to think there's not enough soil underneath the actual grass itself for the bald patches to revive, because we put grass seed on there and it's just not working. And like we were talking about in our 6-month recap, living in a new build, the grass is just horrendous, and they do tend, the developers do tend to just bodge the garden, where they just put like MOT, which is like hard rock and stuff, under where the grass is supposed to be, but there's supposed to be some soil too. But unfortunately Charlie said it doesn't seem that way. Dog wants to go out. Come on. Probably just to steal one of his socks. Yeah, that's his washing that he thought would be a clever idea to leave out like that, just to dry, but without looking at the weather forecast. So once my towels are towels and like tea towels and stuff are all washed, I'll put his towels and socks and underwear in the tumble dryer as well. Oh, lovely, Frank's having a piss. But over there is I'll zoom in, is my raised flower bed. So if you would have seen and remembered, there was a massive, can I get my finger? There we go. There was a massive weed growing there. Like I said in the video before, couldn't pull it all up because it was attached. It like grown itself to all my other plants, which I'm quite concerned about. But I managed to get most of it out without ripping up any other plants. But this plant here, if I can get my finger there, oh, that plant there in the corner, that's a winter plant, so that hopefully should start flowering soon. And all the others, because they're summer and spring plants, when their flowers all drop off, they will just be bushes. So at the moment we've only got my 2 daisy bushes with daisies on, and my other bushes, they're just green flowers now. But yeah, so I think also me and Charlie were discussing, I think my dog's about to have a shit. He's running around looking to go to toilet. Yeah. Fuck's sake, Frank. I'll just show you the fence. So me and Charlie were discussing, like, they look fine now-ish, as they are, but when it's dry, you can really see how weathered the fence is. So we're discussing whether we should stain it or not. I think we should just leave it till next year, because like I said, we're not going to be in the garden now that it's darker and colder. Only Frank, and he obviously doesn't care about the about the fence. But then I'm also like a bit worried about what it's going to look like, because if you can see, sorry, ignore his shit there, if you can see the back fence here and this fence there, like these fences. They're different to what this is and this is, because these houses were built before us, so they all had these fences. And then obviously when we were built, they changed the fence type to the yellower wood or orangier wood. I think he wants to come in. You coming in? Or are you playing with socks? No, leave them, Frank. In, come on. But yes, and then I did all my weeding around the sides. You can't really see, oh, well, I'm not going to show you down there, but in the video before, when I was just showing you a brief overlook of what I've done, I roped up all the weeds. My mum, when I was younger, she used to get me and my sister to do the weeding outside the front of the house. I thought it was growling, he was just stretching. She used to get us to do, why am I talking to you like this? I'll sit down now because and I'll show you my face, because that's all to show you in the garden. What was I saying? Yeah, when me and my sister were younger, my mum used to get us to do the weeding outside the front of the house with her. And she taught me and my sister that if you pull a weed out, you need to make sure that you twist it and pull, because then you bring out all the roots, because otherwise if you're just pulling at it and you don't get the roots out, it's going to grow back. So quite proud of myself. I got all the weeds out with the roots. I think that's down to practice. But yeah, no, I am happy with the garden. Obviously the grass is a bit upsetting where it's really bald and brown, but we've had a lot of rain. And I think there's going to be some sunny days. So hopefully the grass will look a little bit more greener as the days go on. Like I said, I really want to get some garden furniture covers, because I'm just concerned about the table, if it will get, like, if the cold will get to it, and then it will like shatter, because you do hear of that, even though it is shatterproof, but you just can't risk it. And I also don't want my rattan furniture to get bleached, because even though people are like, oh, it's plastic, it's rattan, it's not gonna go funny, like it's supposed to be weathered, like, I don't know, it's black, I don't want it to go grey. So I've seen a few in Home Bargains actually, if they've still got them, furniture covers. If not, I'll look on Amazon, because yeah, I'm really concerned that that's going to start going funny. But our log burner, we put a black sack in the bowl, because where it was raining, it was filling up with water, and actually it's been raining all night, so there is water in there. So I think that's a good idea from me. I deadheaded my olive tree. I don't think we filmed that bit, so I got all like the dead leaves off of there, dead branches. I didn't really know what to film this week. I have planned out videos, and I did plan this video, but I just feel like it's a bit shit, to be honest. And I need to get a video out, but part of me thinks it's really good, because some of you want to see these things, that like what we're doing around our house, and I haven't done anything in the garden. I do need to weed the front of the garden and pull up some things, but that was at the front of the house, and the front of the house is like a road, and I don't really fancy people seeing me filming me pulling up things in my front garden. But to be honest, there's not much that needs to be done. It's just like raking up some of the bark to make it look a bit more fuller, pulling out some of the really ugly plants that we don't like. But then, I don't know. That's another day. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video, even though it may not be to some of your guys' tastes. It might not be enjoyable for some of you. Apologies if it isn't. The next video, I can't remember what it's going to be, but it is going to be another autumn video. In a few weeks to come, me and Charlie are going pumpkin picking down at Tully's farm, so you've got that to look forward to, which should be fun, because the last time we went pumpkin picking, it was torrential rain down at Tully's farm, and that was hilarious. Me and Charlie were covered in mud. That's the point, actually. I need to find my Timberland boots, because I will be wearing them down there, even if it is muddy, because they've got the tread on it, so you don't slip. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot more videos to come, which I am very, very excited to film. I was very excited to film this for this video as well, but I don't know, I've just got in my mind that not everybody's going to like it. I suppose not all the videos I film that everybody's going to like, but I've just got in my head so much that this is boring, no one's going to want to watch us do our garden. But it was fun and I wanted to do it. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also leave me a comment if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, please don't leave me a comment. I don't fancy seeing those. But if you are a new viewer, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know that's not a lot to everybody, but every day I always log on to my YouTube and see if I've got any new subscribers, and if I do, I'm absolutely pleased. And I also reply to all comments. There will not be a single comment if that doesn't have like a love heart on it, like a love heart or a comment. So I do see all your comments, so that's what I'm saying. If you didn't like this video, please don't leave me a comment saying that you didn't. But all feedback is welcome, just not negative feedback. But yes, I will see you in next week's video, which will probably be, again, something to do with autumn, because autumn is my favourite season. Autumn, winter is my favourite season. When I tell you the excitement I have right now, thinking about decorating for Christmas and seeing all these companies come out with their Christmas decor, I cannot explain to you how excited I am. My Christmas tree is currently up in the loft, waiting, screaming out to be put up. You can bet that in the first couple of weeks of December, my tree will be going up. Not the first day of Christmas, not the first day of December, because I don't have any decor yet. But that is going to be one of the videos as well, Christmas decor shopping. So if you're interested in seeing any of my autumn videos and Christmas videos, then please subscribe. And I will see you in next week's video. Bye bye.